And good afternoon, soccer fans. Welcome to Harrington Stadium. It's the regular season home opener for the Western Washington University Vikings as they face a non-conference opponent in Regis out of Denver, Colorado. Everything's all set for the fixture, as Western will try and hunt out their first victory of the season as they come in 0-3-1. Meanwhile, the Regis Rangers 2-1 on the season. Both teams finishing up a California road trip. And in the past 3 games for Western, they come in 0-3-1. They picked up a tie against Chico State. That was a 1-all draw back on the 4th. And in their most recent game on the 13th, it was a 1-0 loss to Cal State LA. Meanwhile, Regis coming off of a 1-0 loss to Point Loma back on the 13th before picking up back-to-back wins against Azusa Pacific and Biola on their California road swing. So we are just moments away from the opening kickoff here at Harrington Field, a beautiful early fall, late summer day. And we'll have all the action. It's the first of a doubleheader here on GNAC TV for Western. So the women will take the pitch against Cal State Monterey Bay, the Otters in town. Everything looks set and ready to go for the opening kick here. Both teams anxious to hit the pitch, especially extra motivated after picking up a loss in their last contest. It's going to be Frank Medema to get things started from the center circle. And they'll switch out the kickoff line. Bri Brown now will get things started for the black and white here. And we are underway. Western attacking a left to right, dressed in the all-black kits. They'll go against the direct, contrasting all-white kits of Regis. The Rangers trying to build an early run. They'll be played in the back. Pressure applied, though. High pressure coming again from the Vikings, and the Rangers able to get it up to half field. Good dispossession. We'll see what the Vikings can do here. Baca Silver will play it down the side. Albin Janssen shot into the box, just turns out to be a cross as it curls back around. Here's Perez. Perez whips it as they switch, tried to dial up Janssen on the volley. And the Vikings will keep. They'll switch sides of the field, and we'll try and attack along that far side with Albin Janssen. And a good diving challenge applied by Regis there. So on the far end, that's Tom Davenport. Here's Western now. They'll try and attack near side. Tidbaum will let that one rip, and it's just over by the ticket box. See the match's first goal kick here. Going to start in goal for Regis is Zach Jennings out of Norman, Oklahoma, a Norman North High School product. Got the start as just a freshman today. Here's Regis now. They'll try and build. They'll take it far side. Players trying to get forward. as it's Betancourt Tovar that played along near side. And Robles turned away from any kind of a threat. It's going to be a throw for the Rangers. They'll get it in fairly quickly. Good pressure applied by the Vikings. 50-50 ball. Silvetti doing well. And the offsides flag will raise. Early moments of the match here, still 0-0 on the scoreline. Here's Lopez, will work off the ball. Vikings will try and build from the back with Barai Brown. Tesfaye, Silvetti, and Lopez making up the back line for Western. Carlson looked to try and turn and send it up. And it's going to be controlled by Regis. Regis, a Jesuit Catholic school rather, in Denver, Colorado. Picked to finish 4th in the RMAC this season. Had 4 players mentioned in their early conference poll. Regis patiently possessing in their own defensive third. They'll finally find daylight. Silvetti, nice job cutting that off. As Carlson's dispossessed. Here come the Rangers now. They'll retreat just slightly to get the look that they want along the far end. Still loose ball. They'll be held up by the Rangers. It's a very methodical approach for the White Kits. They'll switch again. Offside flag stays down, threatening possession. So send out to Robles. He's into the 18. Robles with a shot just off the woodwork. An early threat by Regis. Robles again got the ball in space, doing well to cut into the 18 and let one rip. Can the Vikings counter? Space opens up for Janssen. And he'll curl. Vikings looking for their first victory of the 2025 campaign during the regular season. Be big to pick it up at home here at Harrington. So it's been a busy day on campus as moving day is occurring. And it's the first of 2 matches. The women will get started later on in the evening around 7:30 here. Regis will again patiently play it back to their keeper, Jennings. They'll go D to D again. Pressure put on, chasing is Carlson, trying to force a mistake. Tesfaye, pressure again pulled up by the Vikings. For Betancourt. Played away for Yangilich. Regis will try and send a run down near side. Not found in time, and they'll have to pull it back. Medema tries to put pressure on the keeper, and he just gets that away. Can have waited a second later. Tesfaye. Up to Janssen, and the 1-2 trickles out of bounds. Up over the touch line for a Regis throw. Perez cuts that off. Perez looks to push it forward. A good dispossession. Physicality ramping up here early in the first half. For the Rangers now, being contained well by the Vikings. High mobile pressure doing its job as Carlson gives chase. This is possessed around midfield. They'll play it back to Jennings. And play on, says the referee. Regis will try and take advantage. Robles plays that into too much space, and Silvetti's there to recover. Tesfaye tried to thread that down the line, and it's played out. It's going to be a Viking throw just on the other side of the midline. There's a chance building. As it was Baca Silver that had a pretty promising look. Regis pinned back in their own territory along the near side. Medema almost catches up to the ball on the 18 and will do so. Here's Janssen. Janssen just outside the 18 box, cuts it back in. And that's a well-cleared ball by Regis. They try and counter. Regis not able to get numbers up as there's Lopez taking advantage of the mismatch. Tidblom switches to Tesfaye. Regis wanting a call. And it's play on. Business as usual. So we've yet to see our first foul of the match. Regis being boxed in by the high pressure from Western. To try and send it back down. Nice headed ball. Played up by Tidblom. Tavar plays it. Perez. And Western will wait a beat before they try and advance it upfield. Pressure closing in from Regis, and they'll send it down the line. Offsides flag will raise. As they'll say, Medema was in the offsides position on the long ball, and they'll take it quickly. Here's a good rush put on by the Rangers. Foley will dish it off. Slow roller into the 18 as that's controlled by Davenport. And in tight, they'll try and get a flick off. as Belina had a good look. Still scoreless here. The match between Regis and Western. So Regis is able to take advantage, nicely cut off by Brown. And they'll go back to Perez. Western now again trying to build from the back third. It's Carlson. See if Western will try and dial up another long ball. Lopez tries to find Medema. And Regis now with their defense will try and work it out. Pressure almost got there that time, Medema. Played laterally across the mouth of goal, and Western's there to cut that off. Bri Brown diving challenge. And here's Regis. Played into space. That's caught up to, though, by Davenport. Sent over to Yangrilich. Into the 6-yard box. Nicely defended and ushered out. We're going to have the match's first corner there. Any ball that's left within the 6-yard box, a dangerous one. Good heads-up play by the defense for Western. See if the set piece can be threatening here. See how Charlie Dyer plays this, and that comes out, and the sure-handed save. Good communication from Dyer. Playing in his third game, starting all 3 of his appearances. This has a 2.33 GAA to start the year. Dyer, of course, spent time with San Jose State in the Mountain West. Here's Irving Baca Silver strong on the ball. Timblom, now Tessafe. They'll switch Perez, who's on the ball here. Perez tried to cut it back in, and they're going to say corner here. So Western's first corner in rapid succession, right after the Regis corner on their last possession. And it's Perez to take it. Whips that one in. 6-yard box. Player on the back post. It trickled over the line, and they're going to say a goal for Western amongst the chaos as the referee goes over to talk to the AR. From our vantage point, the ball had crossed the plane. See the decision here. And they're going to say no goal here on the sequence. Initially, the referee came running and pointing back at the center dot. Signaling goal instead, goes over and talks it with the extra set of eyes with the AR on the near side. So a goal disallowed in the 28th. Western now trying to pick up the pace. They want that one back. Perez chases in. Good brave play by Jennings just to chip that one out. It's going to be Lopez on the ball for the Viking throw. Long throw into the area, and that's headed away. I'm going to say another Western corner upcoming. We'll see if they can cash in here. A goal disallowed on their last corner. Perez will take it, takes his paces. We're ready to play. Perez again, shallow cross, back post, and it's up for Jennings. It looks like they're going to award a corner, this time to the near side. As Jennings, the keeper, came down with the ball, but the referee ruled it out of bounds. Just over the goal line. Here's the cross off the corner. A crowd in front. Jennings comes off the line. And they're going to say a Western foul committed there. Jennings having to battle through rush hour to try and get to that. And they're going to stop the clock here. Paused briefly for an equipment timeout. And we're ready for action. Regis will try and rebuild now. Regis looking to attack, nicely defended. Tesfaye on it. Betancourt Tovar. Bellina turned away. Now here's Robles. They'll get it in for Golov. And had Robles dialed up. Nicely tackled away. And Regis will have to retreat. Regis again boxed in well by the Viking forwards. Good aggressive pressure up the pitch. We'll try and find an opening along the back line. They'll send it far side. Regis looking to run. Davenport's turned away. And just too far out in front, tried to have Grilich. Betancourt Tovar plays it ahead to Robles. Foley on it. Has a man just on the other side of the 18. So they advance along the far end. Up to Golov. Western doing a good job of turning away any kind of an attack. Regis will swing that one inside. That's headed clear by Lopez. Regis still a threat here offensively until Silvetti gets the clear. Good communication again by the Vikings on the back line. They tried to whip that one in for Foley. Foley trying to catch up. Good D by Lopez. Gets a shoulder. Say a Western throw here. Vikings will throw along the near end. And that's out in front of the technical area. And it's going to be a throw in for Regis, just in front of the Viking bench. Vikings staying compact as they try and break out. Lopez strong on the ball. Try to have Midama free again. Instead, Regis will look to break it out. So they step around the pressure. Midama almost on it. And they'll go back to Jennings, the keeper. Regis will have to try and build again from behind the line. Midama, a good step on it. Baca Silver pressuring. Bencourt Tovar. They'll play it again for Robles. Has space in tight. Dyer out of his box, and what a save off the line. It was Tiblon saving the day and the goal. That was Tualbo with the first big threat for Regis. See pressures along the far end. And now it's cut off briefly by Regis. This is going to be a Western throw here. And a foul is going to be conceded by Western. And it'll be played quickly by Regis. So they try and wake things up from the back. Back out to Vinterbens. High pressure again coming by Western. Regis will play it long into space. Silvetti up for the ball. And he's able to shield the defender and come away with it. They'll send it long, far end, kept in. And Janssen just at the last minute has it poked away. And it's going to be a Western throw and a sub coming on. As coming into the game is Zach Robertson. It's a freshman out of Puyallup, a former Puyallup Viking. Will check into the match. We'll see the throw here from Tesfaye. Tesfaye gets that one, tried to find Robertson. And just over the head into the defender's boot. And Western will play all the way back to Dyer. Pressure stepping for the Rangers. Western calmly playing it forward. Robertson in pursuit. And they'll go back to the middle. Foley up to Robles, who's tackled. Good play there by Tidlum. So there's some physical play right in front of the Regis technical area. Play on is the official decision. So both players ended up tangled in a suplex. Here's Regis trying to go long yet again. Talbot giving chase. To Blom. Now Lopez. Go back to Silvetti. Both teams trying to break the scoreless deficit, the tie here. So that's been a stalemate into the 16th. Up to Perez. And the Vikings are awarded the foul here in the free kick. Another foul conceded by Regis. Try and work it down with Carlson. Janssen. Turned away just on the edge of the area. Now Carlson tries to whip in service. Baca Silver played it away. A player down for Regis. And it's business as usual. Tesfaye. Back line up over the half line for the Vikings as they played into Perez. Perez keeps it. Perez lets one rip. And it's just over. Substitutions onto the pitch for Regis.
Number 11, Rayhan Carlson Detroit. Number 17, Blaise Richard.
As it's Carlson Detroit and Blaise Richard into the match for the Rangers. Rangers making their first sub of the evening. Regis now trying to work it over the half line. Nice dispossession. And it's Regis now down the line. They'll try and get numbers forward. So they play it back to Centro. Here's Grilich. Now Foley. They'll reset the shape. And Tovar Betancourt's fouled. It's taken too quickly as Fowley just tried to get that one into action, nearly avoiding the official right in front of the ball. It's going to be Robles on the ball, guarded closely by Perez. Robles takes his paces as the one-man wall is moved back. See what Regis can do off the set piece. Service inside the area. Ball still into play. Here's a rip on goal, and it didn't quite reach as it popped up. Vikings still trying to clear it, and they'll do so. They had Sahar Golev trying to navigate the double team. And it's going to be Regis throw. Lopez, good defending, still kept alive. Carlson to Tuanes. They try and go back post, and that's cleared out of danger. Alvin Janssen keeping it scoreless. So made sure the ball cleared. So it goes to the back fence. I'm going to see another Regis corner coming up. Score still tieless. Couple of good opportunities, and there was a goal that was disallowed off a corner after the discussion between the referee and the AR on the near side. That's swung in, and Dyer with the paw. Here's another follow-up, and it initially got through Dyer. He's able to smother it out of danger. Two great saves for the keeper out of Seattle. Regis now, they'll look for more. They have a man inside. Robles has Dyer aggressively out of the crease. A brave effort to cut that one off the dangerous Robles on that near end. So it's to Blom. Gets it to Perez. And they'll reset. Carlson now up over the line. Bry Brown. And they'll go to the back line again. To Blom. Swings that one centro. Bry Brown has time, plays it far end to Janssen. Janssen up for Robertson. Robertson wants to make a turn into the area, goes down, and the ball trickles over the goal line. Substitutions on for Western. It's going to be a trio of Vikings into the match.
Number 11, Pierre Vega, and number 17, Landon Schultz.
As it's Catlin, Schultz, and Vega checking in. So 3 players on for Western as we head down towards the 10th minute. So it's finding their place in the midfield. And that's going to be a foul against Western. I'm going to say Silvetti was a little bit too aggressive on the move around. Sent up Robles. We'll head it forward to Fowley. Fowley into the block. Sent in just on the outside and skims the crossbar. They sent a perfect ball in for Richard, who got a head on it but sends it over the crossbeam. Couple of close chances from Regis here late in the half. And they're going to rule the tip, and it's going to be a Regis throw in front of the Viking bench. Regis trying to pick the tempo up as we are single digits until the halftime break. They'll go far end. Tesfaye, good pressure. Bencourt Tovar is through. He lets one rip. As that was actually Carlson Dutois on the ball, as Silvetti will play it out. Dutois came in about midway through the half. And the Rangers some fresh legs and tried to use them there. Up to Robles. They'll play it far end. Silvetti barely gets a toe on it. And nothing doing there. Janssen with a burst of speed wants to take it himself. He's into the area. Janssen cross had Robertson back post. And a player down for Regis, and the foul will be awarded. Played by Regis. Pressure stepping up for Western. So they'll try and force the error. Tidblom. So Western tries to work numbers ahead. Silvetti, a long ball. And no one at the end of it. Be out for a goal kick. And the keeper Jennings will just play it out the back. That's sent up for Dutois. Bry Brown. Western now being pressured closely by Regis, so they're able to fight off the diving challenge. Tidblom. He'll get it over to Schultz. Now Janssen. And they'll reset. Silvetti. Tidblom's up over the line. Tries to switch sides of the field. Had Robertson, but ended up being in the offsides position. Has to curl back on sides. It's going to be a Western throw. See if Western has a few attacks left before the halftime break. Here's Schultz on it. They'll play it again. Tried to find Schultz inside the 18. Nicely defended by Regis. Bencourt Tovar trying to plead for the call there. Nothing doing. And it's going to be a Viking throw just north of the half line. These two players are tied up along the far end. And it's play on. Western applying the double team, but called for the foul. It's Grillich on the ball from the restart. Both teams slowly running out of time here in half number one. Scoreline still at 0-0. Robles tried to cut it back in, nicely defended by Brown. And Janssen will play it back to Lopez. Vikings will regroup. The Vikings can make a run along the near end. Lopez up to Schultz. It's played out of bounds for a throw for Western. Lopez gets it ahead with distance, finds Janssen off his boot. Kicked out, Tidlom will switch. Here's Cowan. Up to Vega, who will curl. Cowan again, Tesfaye. No, Silvetti. Lopez trying to make something happen on service. Robertson with the leap. And just over the head and out. And they're actually going to rule a corner here. It's going to say it hit off the defender. It's going to be a Western corner from the far end inside about 220. See if Western can generate another opportunity. They had a goal called off in the 28th. Off a corner from the same location as they load up backside. High cross, this time front post, and just over the woodwork and out. Jennings for Regis, trying to get everyone forward. Ball sent up. Jockeyed at the half line. Robertson flicked on, and a late whistle. I was going to say Western was a bit too aggressive on the ball in the air. So both players were trying to jockey for positioning. So it's going to be a restart for Regis off the foul on their attacking third.
1 minute. 1 minute left.
As there's 1 minute remaining in the first half. Score still tied. Bencourt Tovar sent in the area. That's Dyer again sliding out. Ball sent high well over midfield. Schultz tried to get ahead on it. Janssen's pushed off, and a foul will be given. Got to be taken quickly by Western. Just under 20 seconds remaining in the first frame. Bryce Brown will pace it off. Could the Vikings see some late half heroics? Sent in, had a player in the back post.
3, 2.
And that trickles out, and that's how we'll end the first half of action. 0-0 on the scoreline as we step away for the halftime break here at Harrington Field.
Good job, keeper.
And welcome back to Harrington Field here between Regis and Western. Score tied at 0 as we get ready to start the second half of action. Both teams had their share of chances. We've had all the drama, including a goal that was disallowed. Upon a review with the AR on the near side, both teams will switch sides of the pitch. This will be Western now attacking right to left. And Regis will change direction. We'll go left to right here. Regis coming out in their all-white kits, a direct contrast to Western's all-blacks. A sharp look for both sides. Their last few games here was 0-3-1 for Western. Their last match on the 13th was a 1-0 loss to Cal State LA. Meanwhile, the Rangers coming off a loss themselves to Point Loma down by San Diego. That was a 1-0 loss. But meanwhile, on the year, the Regis Rangers have recorded 2 wins and just 1 loss, that one to Loma. Final checks are complete, and the second half action is underway. Start off with a long ball. Tesfaye gets to it. Regis will still possess, and they'll try and reset. Sent back. Robertson almost had a beat on it. Regis will try and work it back. Here comes the high pressure from Western. Ball popped up. Robertson on it. Heads it through to Schultz. Schultz heels it back into play, and Regis is able to clear. Right place, right time for the Regis Rangers. They'll send it near side. And it's Dyer there. Regis trying to dial up Richard. This time they'll play high pressure with Dutois. Robertson on it. Switches to Catlin. Catlin with a nice step to get into space. Tesfaye. Tiblom. And they'll switch back to the near end. Carlson takes the ball and knocked in, tried to get to it, that time cut off. Plays Richard doing the dispossessing. It's back to Catlin. Into space to Schultz, wants to have Perez. Perez puts a look on and over. It's Perez's second shot since the end of the first half. Had a couple looks on net already. Regis trying to avoid pressure. And that's knocked out. It will be a Western throw. Tesfaye joins the rush up front. And it's played out for another Western throw. And they'll get it back on their defending side of the half line. Western will patiently look to play it ahead. They'll keep their space well. Up to Bri Brown. Pushed off the ball, and a foul will be called. Played quickly by Western. Catlin driving into space. Tried to switch it a little bit behind Perez, gobbled up by the defense. There's another foul at midfield. And it's going to go against the Vikings. Tesfaye trying to track down the loose ball. Richard on it, sends it in and headed through. Regis still possessing and they're attacking third. Richard working in Tesfaye. Davenport out to Tovar Bentoncourt. And they'll take it back again. So they'll try and attack Bentoncourt Tovar. Out to Davenport. Davenport looks to pass it off. We'll have Golov who lets it rip. And over. Western will try and play it back as they try and build from behind. Silvetti under pressure and glances it off the Regis player. Good heads-up play by the defender out of Italy. It's going to be a Western throw now just in front of the grandstand. Flicked up, sky high. Schultz on it to Lopez. They'll try and go quickly over to Perez. And just quite couldn't get there. Almost threaded the needle. And it's out for a Ranger throw. Regis will walk it up to the spot. So they get that into play. It's out for a Viking throw. Tesfaye. Silvetti. To Blum. Wants to try and find a Lopez. Lopez and Robertson in the spot. And that's out for a goal kick. Up to Golov. Almost intercepted Schultz. Good pursuit. Regis now wants to try and attack. Offsides flag will raise. And the movement thwarted. Tesfaye sends it up. Schultz wanted to try and find Robertson and ends up over the goal line. Regis now slowly trying to play it out from deep in their own territory. Robertson applying pressure, still chasing. Bri Brown interfered with. Out to Catlin. And Tesfaye able to get back over the line. Western trying to re-enter the zone. Up to Carlson. Here's Carlson up the seam. Catlin. And again, they'll reset from outside the zone. Perez. Perez wants to serve it in for Robertson. Nicely defended by Regis as they'll break it out on the counter. Tesfaye doing well to cut that off. Up to Carlson. Down to Schultz, trying to find the give and go. As Regis able to step up. Up to Catlin. Diving challenge turned away. Carlson now strong on the ball. Silvetti. And it's the Vikings from the far end. Tidblom. Over to Schultz in the center. Catlin settles. And it's Tesfaye to collect. Backline slowly stepping up for Western as it's Tesfaye, Silvetti, and Tidblom. As that's played ahead for Catlin. Catlin into the 18. Couldn't quite find Schultz, and it's into the keeper. Thrown up, Silvetti. Knocked off the header, played up for Richard. Richard stepping in, tried to find the back post, no one home. Lopez on the sliding challenge, gets it up the seam. And it's out for a Regis throw. Good effort by both Perez and Lopez. Regis now. So their back line moves up over the half line. And they'll turn and try and attack from the far end. And Tovar plays it back out. And they'll go D to D again. Regis looking to attack. They'll try and go near side. Davenport. Kept alive. Davenport settles it. Almost had the step inside, but turned away by the Vikings defense. As that's Carlson that spun around. A foul will be called after that sequence. Carlson going flying. Tesfaye back to Carlson. It's going to be Viking throw in front of the Regis bench. Glances off a couple Vikings and out. Tesfaye gets it forward. Carlson knocks it forward for Catlin. Defender pursuing. And he's out over the line. Regis wanting a foul called on that as they plead there. The player for Regis still down behind the goal. And they'll stop the clock here to tend to the injury. It's the first of a 2-game slate here from Western on GNAC TV, as the Viking women are preparing to do battle against Cal State Monterey Bay, the Otters in town. So they'll still deal with the injury on the other side of the goal line. A hydration break here. It's the
Rangers for the injured players, number 19, Abram Wilson.
Abram Wilson will come in for the injured player. As he's up, that was Felix Ploner. Ploner, freshman out of Austria. From near to north. We'll restart with a goal kick here. Both teams hunting their first score of the evening. And who will break the scoreless tie? There's a turn by Regis. Bencourt Tovar, as it's still alive. Western wanting a handball there. So it's Carlson Dutois that pursued, and it's going to be a corner.
27, Marco Lara.
And then for Regis, here's 27, Marco Lara out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Formerly played for the Lobos out of the University of New Mexico. Player down on the outside of the 6. Flicked back in. The Regis wanted another go. And that didn't clear the wall. And it's played out. It's going to be a Viking throw after that sequence. Lopez on it. It's it down the line. Tidlom tried to race in to knock it forward, instead out of play. Here's Richard looking to have a go. Richard pulls up his drive. Played it to Lara, will just flick it in. Charlie Dyer up on his feet and flicks it into his mitts. Dutois pursued tightly. Davenport. Regis now trying to make something happen from the far end as the ball carries out. And we'll see another substitution here.
Number 7, Albin Johnson.
As it's Albin Johnson that will return to the game out of Sweden, the senior. Johnson got the start as part of the first 11 and returns here at the 28th minute. Tesfaye able to fight off pressure. And it's going to be a Western throw. Tried to whip it quickly for Janssen. Bencourt Tovar trying to fight off Barai Brown. Rangers along the far end, and the player goes down. A card coming out here. Looks like it's going to be Diego Lopez that will go into the book with the yellow.
Yellow card issued to Western Washington, number 5, Diego Lopez.
So Diego Lopez in the book for the Vikings. Lopez making his appearance this season fresh off an EPL Wall Championship with Yakima United. So they won over in Spokane against Washington East Surf SC. That was the second Yakima championship in as many years. Swung in front post. Another flick put on, and the Rangers have broken it as they've taken a 1-0 lead. It was and they'll wave the goal off. There's some confusion on the pitch. And it looks like they will keep the goal. We'll wait the official decision as the referee comes over to talk to the AR. And it looks like the goal will stand, so Regis able to break the scoreless tie here. And it's Wittenbeards that will put it across for Regis as they lead 1-0. As Baca Silver checks back in. Vikings will have to play catch up here. As Coach Brisbane wants to have a conversation with the AR after the goal. Brisbane out over the technical area. As they're still disputing the goal call. The call's going to stand. So Vikings now trail 1-0 in the contest. It's going to be a foul against Western. He's playing with a lot of emotion here after conceding the goal. Golov out to Detroit, and Silvetti ushers it out of bounds. It's going to be a Viking goal kick. Dyer is going to try and take it quickly. Played back over. And in the match they were playing it was Haley, wearing 16 for Western into the match, trying to bolster up the back line on the near side. As Carlson wants to try and make a run. Janssen. Haley. And they'll try and attack from the other side of the line. They'll go to Perez. Perez off the heel and hits the defender before rolling out. Play back over far side, Bri Brown. Back into Centro. Janssen. Janssen trying to work around two defenders. And off Davenport and out for a Viking corner. Vikings now with an opportunity from the corner set piece. So they look to tie things. Perez on the ball. Sent in front post and headed away. Detroit on it. Vikings now with a mulligan from the corner. Perez tried to sail it well over. Robertson on it. And it's going to be a goal kick here. Robertson ends up on the carpet. So we're going to restart from the goal kick here. Jennings puts that in. Contested at midfield. Detroit initially won it, dispossessed by Silverio, sends it to Janssen. Janssen trying to chase. Good defending by Regis, as it was Abram Wilson shielding. And they're going to give possession to Regis. Tibblom having a conversation with the AR on the near side. She'll step with possession. Silvetti launches a long ball. Chipped away. Tidlom almost saved it from going over the line. It's going to be a throw for Regis. Rangers now trying to make another run at net as they're forced back. Robertson will chase. Back over to Davenport. Irving Baca Silva had a good beat on it, just lost his footing. And some rough stuff in front of the technical area. And they're going to stop the clock here, and a yellow will be pulled out. And they're going to show that to Tom Davenport. So the junior defender out of England goes into the referee's book. Here's Bri Brown on the free kick. Western trying to get numbers far side. Bri Brown will try and get that into the area. Puts the left foot in, a low ball into the 18 and headed away. Baca Silva looking to drive. Bri Brown. Found Carlson. Carlson tried to play it quickly to Janssen. going to be a Regis throw. Rangers throw gets over the half line. Detroit wants to toe poke it ahead. Bencourt Tovar back to Detroit. Detroit has a shot on goal, and Dyer there. Charlie Dyer coming up big from the goalkeeping position several times in the match. The goal that did make it through was a pinball of a shot hitting off multiple bodies in the box and not a true opportunity to any kind of a clean save. So they'll play it back to Hagley. Hagley sends it long, has Carlson. Davenport caught up to it. And they'll shield it back to Jennings. And a foul will be called. After it's Golov. Golov hitting the deck behind the play. During the whistle of the referee, and time will be stopped here. And off the restart, Regis will operate. They'll switch sides. Lopez on it. It's contested with, able to get it off to Perez. And there's Hagley. They'll try and send it forward. Tiblom. Tiblom trying to work along the sideline. Keeps it alive, diving challenge, but just falls on the wrong side of the line. It's a one-man wrecking crew along the far stripe. It's going to be a Regis throw. Tiblom stays up. Out to Carlson. Janssen. Janssen turned away. Plays it to Carlson. Pop it back up to Hagley. They'll find Carlson again. Carlson up to Silvetti. Defense pulled all the way up for Western. Lopez now. Baca Silva. Silva trying to make the move inside. Out to Lopez, and that carries over. Another substitution into the match. And Robles returns, as well as Frank Midama. Midama, the senior out of Corvallis, will re-enter the match. Got the start initially. He also leads the club in goals thus far this season. He has 2 goals in 4 matches played. So the Vikings will try and look for one to equalize here. Be carried out. They'll whip it forward. Nice defending by Regis. Baca Silva able to fight off the challenge. Over to Janssen. Albin Janssen tiptoes into the area. Sends it over. Albin Janssen, calm, cool, collected. Couldn't quite finish, but a brave look on frame. About 17 minutes remain in the match. Western still playing with a lot of poise as they try and equalize after conceding in the 27th minute of the second half. Good flip up for Janssen. And Tovar, and that's poked away. And they'll play it back to the keeper. Dyer. He launches. Taken quickly, Perez. Up to Medema. They'll find Perez again. Again, Western trying to get numbers forward. Hagley. They'll go back to mid-pitch. Vaca Silva. They'll try and hit Lopez. Lopez wound up off the volley. And at the last minute, Regis there to take it away. Would have been a highlight reel shot as here's Janssen. But Janssen working against a double team and plays that out for a throw. Western with a throw in a dangerous area if you're Regis. Still try and get it into the area. Can they do so here? The long throw, mouth of goal, no one home. Perez winds up and fires that over. Another pair of substitutions on for Regis. As it's Talbot and Belina back in. Talbot got the start, as well as Belina. And it's a goal kick to get things back. And a foul on the far end against Western. A free kick here. Perez close to the ball. We're just taking their time on the free kick. So play it low along the ground. Tidlom. It's Robles. Wanted to try and send it. Had Belina. Belina chugs into the 18. They'll play it again. Robles skies it. Silvetti now trying to fight off pressure. Bry Brown calmly plays that away. Hagley trying to contend with the pressure. Janssen will send forward. Medema trying to fight off a bear hug. Here's Perez. Perez wants to try and move in deeper into the third. And he's fouled. It's going to be a free kick for Western. So they try and look for the late match equalizer. Trying to get numbers in between the 6-yard box and the dot. Carlson swings that one in, has bodies forward, and it's saved off the line. Silvetti got a header on it, and Regis able to clear off the back line. It had looked like Western had equalized. What a last-minute play by the defense, robbing a goal. Western will throw here. The urgency cranking up for the Vikings. So we approach 10 minutes to play in the match. Hagley will get it in. Trying to find Medema, Tidlom. And Perez able to collect. So Perez tried to work around a tackle, and it's Fowley that clears it. Lopez up on the ball. So 2 balls end up on the pitch. We'll have the throw. Trickles into the 18, the keeper on it. And Medema able to pressure him. The countdown starting from the referee. Too much time being dwindled away from the keeper on the last few possessions. Janssen trying to battle for it. Bencourt Tovar plays it off him. And it's a substitution for both sides. Schultz will come in for the Vikings. And also Grilich and Golov. It's going to be a throw for Regis. And a foul will be given there. Belina getting thrown off the ball. Here's Grilich off the free kick. Bodies jockey in the area. See Cal State Monterey Bay coming into the stadium on the far end. They'll be our second of 2 broadcasts tonight. Baca Silva, great footwork getting that forward, and that's headed clear. It's going to be a throw-in for the Vikings. Hagley on the ball for the throw-in. Wants to try and find Janssen. Medema. Tidblom. Medema has it at his feet. He's taken down. And no call. Silvetti. Schultz. And that's knocked out. Western's going to try and play the throw-in far with Carlson. Be Lopez getting that in. Hagley out to Janssen. It's poked away for another throw-in. So we're inside 9 minutes remaining in the match. Hagley on the ball. Tried to flick it forward. Tidlom contesting. And it's out for another throw. See what Hagley has left. Medema. Schultz flicks it up for Lopez. Diego Lopez on the ball. Out to Schultz. Schultz with a high ball into the 6. And that's cleared out. Regis trying to counter. It's 2-on-4 for Regis. As that's poked away. Hagley able to cut that one off and send it up. Janssen. Medema. Carlson looking to pursue. And it's Medema that flies in with the contact. And it's going to be a free kick for the restart off the foul. Out to Belina. Tries to get it again. Regis will settle as they switch sides. And he's dispossessed. Vikings now trying to build. Tidblom rockets that one forward. Schultz with a burst of speed. And it's the Vikings that will win a throw-in for their effort. So we approach 6 minutes remaining. We see some late match theatrics. Lopez on the toss. Found its way to the edge of the 6. Baca Silva. Here's Silvetti. Bry Brown. Played it right into the Regis defender. Rangers looking to capitalize. Belina. Out ahead to Bentoncourt Tovar. And that's sent wide. It's going to be a Regis throw last off Janssen. Play back, Davenport. Grillich. Sent up is Lopez settles under. Regis trying to move it. Talbo. Now Robles. Robles into the area, no one home. It's going to be a goal kick for Western as we approach the 5-minute remaining mark. Forward. Midoma wanted the foul, won't get it. Janssen pressuring tightly as they sky that to midfield. Regis again will try and attack. Lopez cutting that one off. And they'll play it back. Bencourt Tovar and a foul's called. It's going to be a Western free kick for the infraction off the ball. Silvetti on it. Tries to get a big leg into the ball. Will do so. Leblon back to center. Midoma. Can Western equalize here with just about 4 minutes remaining? Carlson. Gets it ahead to Janssen. Janssen has daylight in for Carlson, and that's stabbed away. And Tidlom, too aggressive on the defense. And he'll be called for the foul. Here's the free kick here. Grillich on the ball. Carlson up for Janssen. Can Janssen find daylight? He looks to drive. And it's another good defensive stand as it's kept in. This will be a goal kick now. As Jennings paces back. We're under 3 minutes to play in the match. So Western have enough for some late game drama. It's the urgency definitely ratcheting up. Baca Silva. Collision off the ball. They'll go back to Carlson near end. Hagley. Hagley switches sides. Tidlom, and that's footed away. So Vetti will settle. And Dyer will catch up to it. Dyer launches. Here's Silvetti cutting that off. Wants to play for Janssen. It's going to be a Western throw. So Western gets it in. Bri Brown. 96 seconds remain. Midama. Ball almost found its way into the area. So Regis looks to counter. Defense again stepping up for the Vikings. Tidlom into the 18. He flicks it ahead, heading towards net, and it's again kicked away from frame.
Good try, guys.
It's going to be a Western corner as a player's down for Regis inside the 6-yard. Clock has stopped with 1:04 remaining. So it was Fowley, the injured player. He'll come off briefly. And substitutions on now. Look to see who the Rangers will put in late here. And it's Kalani Harris that was sent in.
Back of the net, guys.
As both teams jockey for position in and around the keeper. Silvetti being called upon for a conversation, as well as Vinterbins. Looks like we're ready for play. Western with an opportunity from the corner. Ball's up. Into the area, headed away. Carlson settles. Carlson puts a shot on, and it carries just high and wide. Just about 40 seconds is all that's left in a very exciting 1-0 match thus far. As Western have what it takes down the stretch. So that attack's cut off. Number is rushing forward. Up to Janssen. Janssen chests it down. He goes into the 18, taken down. And a foul will be given here with the clock stopping with 14 seconds left. And a red card's going to come out as a result of the second yellow. It's going to be Davenport that's sent off.
Second yellow card issued to number 2,
So Davenport's second yellow will bring the red out of the pocket of the referee. Meanwhile, the Vikings with a free kick just on the outside of the 18. The late game drama building. We see some late match theatrics. Instructions being yelled in from the Regis bench. Dyer well across midfield. Bri Brown chip shot in. Back post! And it's in! Western has equalized! Midima equalizes at 1-1 with 12 seconds remaining for Western. The late match theatrics and the drama delivers here at Harrington. Bari Brown served it perfectly on the chip shot, using the 9 wedge to get it through. And we're knotted at ones with 12 seconds remaining. 10 seconds left. Regis hoping for one more run. That's cut off. Baca Silva launches. And it's a final. It's a 1-1 draw late in the match as Western recovers. They'll go to 1-1-2 on the year. Meanwhile, Regis drops to 2-1-1. As we're going to step away, we'll reload up for the women's broadcast as the Western Washington women take on Cal State Monterey Bay. We'll see you after then.